We will solve these problems from the simple interest math task on Maya Maths. That's question 1 on the first page. Find the simple interest on a loan. Loan means you go and take some money from the bank. So you take from the bank $8,000. And the interest that you pay to the bank 10% per year. Being simple interest, you pay every year the same. So in 1 year, in the first year, your interest is 10%, 10% of 8,000. So it is $800. That's how much you need to pay to the money, because they give you, of course you pay the loan, you pay the 8,000, but also you pay every year 800. So in 7 years, being simple interest means that every year you pay the same. So in 7 years, the interest is 7 times 800. So it's 5,600. This is your interest, 5,600. Yeah, as you see, it's not quite a good deal. Of course, you need to pay the 8,000 back too. But the question asks about the interest, which is 5,600. Question on page 2, the same simple interest tasks are a bit more difficult. Why are they difficult? Because the question is asked differently. You know now the interest, and you need to find what is the interest rate. So you know that, let's read the question. You know that you take a loan of 9,100. So you go to the bank and you take from the bank 9,100. And you need to pay back the 9,100, but you also need to pay back the interest, which is 1092 for 3 years. Now, being simple interest, same happened every year. So it follows that in 1 year, you pay to the bank interest of 1092 divided by 3, because there are 3 years, which will give you $364 per year. So for 9,100, you see, every time you need to reformulate your question. For 9,100, you pay 364 interest. So this is how much the bank earns. Okay, so this is your interest, but you need to express it as a percentage. Yeah, the interest rate is a percentage. So practically you need to express what is 364 as a percentage of 9100. Because you obtain this 364 by applying a percentage to 9100. So a percentage of 9100 is 364. Yeah? If you want, with the previous model that we used, a percentage of 9100 was 364. So to find this percentage, remember of is times the percentage of 9100 is 364. So to find this percentage, you do 364 divided by 9100. Now we take our calculators and see what it gives. And this gives me 0.04, which I know that it's 4%. So the interest rate is 4%. Okay, this is a question of a different nature. Also with a simple interest rate. So let's read the question. George borrows $6,000 for a luxury cruise. So he doesn't have his money, he goes to the bank and the bank gives him $6,000. But the bank says, you pay me back 9.5% interest per year. Simple interest. This means that after the first year, the interest he needs to pay is 9.5% out of 6,000, yeah, which is 570. I hope I put it correctly in my calculator. So this is the interest in 1 year. So in 2 years, what he pays back to the bank? He needs to pay back the 6,000, which he borrowed, plus 570 for the first year, plus 570 interest for the second year. Simple interest, so it's the same. It is, let me get it correctly, these two, they add up to 1140. Am I right? So it's 7140. So this is the amount he needs to give back to the bank. But he needs to give them back over 2 years. Yeah? So the question asks how much he needs to pay back every month. So she needs to pay back 7140 over 24 months. Because in 2 years we have 24 months. So 7140 divided by 24 is 297.5, which to the nearest dollar is 298 to the nearest dollar. I should probably use this sign. Yeah, so she needs to pay back 2098 to the nearest dollar, means she doesn't want to pay back cents. Yeah, or it's 2097.5, not 0.4. Yeah, so because it's 0.5, it will round it to 298. So she needs to pay back 298 every month for a period of 24 months, so that she can pay back the 6,000 and the monthly interest, the yearly interest, sorry, the yearly interest.